Morning,
Hi,
Janet.
Leon.
Hi there.
Happy Sunday.
Thank you. I mean, I'm having quite a rough run.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I put my back out, so
Oh,
it's not much fun.
having gone through, well, I'm still going through physical therapy for my back.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can empathize with you. I'm so sorry.
horrible.
Yeah.
Oh well, and it's not life-threatening, so I'll deal.
True.
It's
True.
whatever. Yeah.
Is it in the L4-5 area?
I have no idea.
Oh,
It started like it's right down in my lower back.
yeah.
Very sore.
Well, what my physical therapist tells me is, number one, don't sit on anything soft.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do, you kind of slouch and your back goes in that curve.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went and I bought these very stiff cushions. I dragged them around with me everywhere. And the other thing is, he said, when you stand up, do kind of a reverse back bend where you just stand and go the opposite way, bend backwards. And that really helps. But
Interestingly enough, I've been doing that just because it's more comfortable.
yeah.
Exactly that. Yeah.
Well, he says doing that at least 10 times. And then he has me get on the floor and kind of do, I forget what they call it in yoga, but you put your hands and you stretch up a little bit, and it's the same principle, but the back bend does the same thing.
Yeah.
I have arthritis in my hands, so doing it on the floor is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you have that problem today.
It's okay. It's just a bit painful.
Yeah.
All right. So Canva.
Yes.
Canva. So what are you trying to achieve? You want to create some graphics for social media or for the website?
Yeah. I know I have to create some kind of a, Marcia calls it a cheat sheet. I call it a flyer that I can take with me to libraries and bookstores. And she had suggested using Canva, and I don't know anything really about Canva, except that everybody's talking about it. So
yeah, it's pretty easy. So I think I sent you an invitation. Did you receive that?
just this one.
Oh, no. I'm talking about for Canva. So you should have received I've never signed up off an invitation, so I'm not sure if it's an actual login or.
Oh, shoot.
I mean, I can resend it.
I may have missed it. I'm trying to get into my mail. Let me see. Would it come from you?
It would probably come from Canva, I would imagine.
From Canva. Hold on.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to copy this link and I'm going to put it in our chat in this call.
I think I have it. Yeah, Canva. Give me 1 second and let me just click on it.
Okay.
Welcome to Canva Pro Team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let me see where you are. Where are you? I have so many windows open, bad news. No, that's not it. This is the Canva. I can't find you. Oh, there you are. Okay. So, do you want me to open that link?
What link are we talking about? The one you received in the email?
Yes.
Yeah. Open that link.
Okay.
And if you don't already have an account, it'll ask you to sign up for one, I think.
Okay. 1 second. Okay, got it. I need to just click on got it. Okay, it's saying, what will you design? So it's not, I think I may have set up a link when you sent that to me. So let me click on it. Okay, what's checked off is the guild's team. Okay. And then the screen is, what will you design?
Yeah, they're just asking you what your interests are, but we can bypass most of that. You can really just pick stuff randomly. It doesn't affect how the system works.
Okay. So I'm checked in as the guild. Is that all right for now?
For now, yeah.
Okay.
So you're a member of the team.
Okay.
Okay, so the first thing, and probably the easiest way to go about doing this for you, is you should see a page that says, what will you design, at the top of it. Okay.
Yes.
So that's where we'll probably go and look for print products, and it'll give us a bunch of templates. But in the meantime, what I'm going to, before we do that, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what we've got down the left-hand side of the page.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the recommended for you page. They're trying to figure out what you like to do most, and then they'll reconfigure it as you work. So after a while, it'll start showing you print stuff more than anything else. Then all your designs, which in this case will be all the guild designs. So it's mostly the videos and social media stuff that we've been doing around the launch of the book, plus some test projects.
Okay.
Recent designs will show you the stuff that the guild has worked on in the last, I don't know, I think it's a month, somewhere around there. Shared with you is, if I'm working on something and I want you to pick up a bit of the weight and heft it yourself, so I design a template, but I ask you if you can get an image and drop it in, then I can share that project with you and then send you a note and say, hey, can you get this done? And that's how the team works. So that's shared with you. It's not really that important for you right now. The brand kit, if you do set up a pro account for yourself at some point, the brand kit's really important. If you click on that, you'll see the guild logos are in there.
Yeah.
The guild colors are in there, and the guild fonts.
Oh, great.
So when you create a new project, you don't have to think about any of that stuff. It will show you all of these. You can access all of these things on the fly. And when you put anything like body text, header, or subheader, when you click on those to put them into a project, it'll automatically use the font shown here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that fabulous?
Yeah. Then below the brand kit, you've got your content planner.
Yep.
So that allows you to set up content and posts and things for your social media accounts by day. So you can create one every day and have it just upload on its own. It'll work on your behalf. And then all your folders below that. And that basically, all the folders that you set up for yourself or that the guild has set up will be shown over here. So the important ones that we have over here are, you'll see memes, social media posts, and videos for social. Those three are really important for us right now because that's where most of the work is being done around the guild anthology.
Say those three again.
So you'll see in your folders, I don't know if you can see all the folders. It's the first folder would be all your designs, and the next one is likes, right? Can you see those?
Okay, the all your designs up top.
No, if you go all the way down to the bottom of that list, it says all your folders.
Okay, all your folders. All your designs, purchase, trash, likes, and uploads.
Yeah, so you would create folders for yourself here for the things that you like to do. So for example, if you're going to do a couple of different versions of your one sheet that you're going to drop off at stores, then you might create a folder here that says one sheets.
Okay.
And then when you finish creating your designs, you'll just move them into that folder so you can find them again very, very easily.
Got it.
In time, because obviously the next time you do a book, you want it to stay on brand. So you'll just go back and probably use the same designs, just change the content. And that way your logo's in and all your colors are set up and your fonts are set up and you never have to rethink that. It's just a nice way of finding stuff you've already done.
Okay.
So that's it. That's basically everything on that left-hand column you need to know. It's all pretty straightforward, right? I mean, there's nothing to... Okay, so let's go back to recommended for you. It's that very top link on the left-hand side.
Yep, got it.
Cool. And then click on print products.
Got it.
And you'll see under print products, you can just scroll to the right through a bunch of different things. They've got postcards and invitations, brochures, photo books. Yeah, gift tags. There's a poster there, and we could probably, so we've got an option. Either we can use the brochure, which is 11 by 8.5. We could use a poster to do the job. I'm going to see if they've got anything else, because this doesn't cover everything that I want to cover. So there are a few different ways to get to the project you want to get to, like the templates you need. If you look up at the top of the page,
yes,
next to the Canva logo, there's a home, and then there's a templates.
yes.
Right. So let's go to the marketing ones.
Yes.
And you'll see there's posters, flyers. So let's click on flyers.
Okay.
Because that sounds like it's most appropriate. Yeah, there you go. And then there's just millions of flyer designs.
Wow.
And keep in mind, we'll be able to change out all the graphics and all the text. So this is just a starting point that they're showing us. We don't have to stick with it exactly as it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so pick one out.
Okay.
And just make sure my guess is if you're sending a brochure, a flyer to a store, it's probably going to be on a US letter size piece of paper, just to stand it right. So just make sure under format on the left-hand side, you've got 8.5 by 11 clicked.
Got it.
Yeah, and then it'll show all of the relevant templates.
Wow. Good heavens. There's so much.
I know.
Wow, that's incredible. And then you said you will be able to change any of the graphics, wording, blah, 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 all that.
You should be able to change everything. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. My heavens. I'm going to go with, if I have a graphic, for example, on the front of my book, I have that top graphic that says Peter Poppin and the Lost Emerald, and it's kind of a dark red scroll background and white lettering. But that's part of the whole front cover of the book. But I wondered whether or not I could, I have the PDF of that cover, but I don't know whether or not there's a way to be able to use that part of the cover and use it on a, you call it a one sheet.
So what I would suggest doing,
Yes.
making it really easy for yourself,
Okay.
is put the book cover on the one side of the sheet, and then put all of the information about the book on the back.
Oh.
And it'll cost you a few pennies more to get it printed up, but that's really impressive. Like when that lands on their desk, they'll give it a second look.
So do the whole front cover of my book as the front sheet.
Correct.
On the flyer.
And then just print the back. And it's not difficult to do that. And on the back, all we need is a flat color and the copy that you want to put on, which is basically the synopsis and contact information, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so let's pick a template.
Okay, I got one.
Cool.
I just called the future teller. It was down a ways, but it's mysterious astrology.
Let's see if I can find that. How far down? Just so I can see what you're working on. Well, you know what? Do you want to share your screen with me, and then I can see what you're doing and guide you through it?
Okay. Do I know how to do that?
I'm going to give you access right now. Hold on. Okay, you should be able to share your screen now. The green button on the bottom of your screen says share screen.
Okay. Your screen sharing. Do you see it?
I see it, yeah.
Okay, it's the fourth one from the left, top row, the future teller.
Oh, the future teller. Okay, so click on that.
Okay.
And it should open up a sort of pop-up.
There it is.
There we go.
Okay.
Let's customize that template. click customize.
Customize. Okay. So you pick a template and then you customize it.
Yeah, and remember, you can't break these things. I mean, if you wanted to, you could always just start a new one if you
Okay.
didn't like how this one was going.
Okay.
And then just resize your design, blah, blah, blah. You just need to say, got it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that again. Okay. So first thing is we want to drop in the cover of your book, right? So let's go to the left-hand side of the screen.
Yeah.
And click on uploads.
Uh-huh. And then I go and find my cover.
That's it. And then click on upload media.
Upload media.
Up a bit, input.
Oh, yes.
There it is.
Okay. Upload media. And then I find where it is.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't have it handy.
It's okay.
I should have. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. This is how things work in real life.
Okay. Should I cancel?
We never train for the best possible scenario.
Okay. Oh, shoot. Give me 1 second.
You got it.
No, okay, it's in this folder right there, but it's not available. Why not?
Okay. So we need to open up that PDF and just output it as a JPEG. So let's go to your desktop.
Go to my desktop.
Yeah. Open up that folder.
Where is that folder?
You can hide your screens if you like.
I don't know. Wait. Hide.
Just
my
cancel.
screen
If you go down to the bottom of the screen, hit cancel.
Cancel. Okay.
We can come back to it in a minute, and then you can move this out the way just so you can find the folder.
Oh, God help us. Right now, I'm working on pulling things together, so I have no idea.
There it is on the left-hand side, third from the bottom, I think.
There it is. Hafner cover.
Cool. Okay, so let's open that up. And save as. Or let's see. You're working on Mac. I work on PC. So let's go export. So go back to that. Yeah, go down to export. JPEG. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And make sure it's a really nice big JPEG. So change your resolution to 300 dpi. 300, where it says 72.
300.
Yeah. So the standard for printers is 300 pixels per inch, 150 lines per inch. And one day I'll explain that to you, but that's how you get best printing results.
Okay. So I say save, and it's saving it to the desktop in that mass confusion.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now I close this one?
Yes. Let's go back to your Canva.
Go back to Canva. Okay, let me close this window. Right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and now let's get Canva up and front and center. And then hit uploads on the left-hand side, upload media.
Yeah, okay.
And you should be able to search by date modified. It should bring it up to the top of the screen. Should be right at the very top.
Oh, you're so good at this. Dang.
Okay. Let's click upload.
Then upload.
Yeah, that's it. And there it is.
Wow. Okay, so it's here.
Yes.
So now this is the whole cover.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want the whole cover on the front of this?
Oh, we can use parts of it. We don't have to use the whole thing.
Okay.
So let's zoom into our working cover just a little bit. So at the bottom of your screen, there's a slider. You can just grab that and move it until it's zoomed in a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's click on the background image.
Background image.
Yeah, so you want to click somewhere on the side where it'll pick up that background there. Click there. And let's see if it'll delete. Just hit delete.
Delete.
Take it away.
Am I looking for a delete over here?
No, it's just on your keyboard. If you hit the backspace or delete button, it should get rid of it. Double click on it, on that background. Let's see, maybe the Mac works differently on this.
Did I do something wrong?
No,
Oh.
you can't. You really can't do anything wrong in Canva.
Okay.
You can mess something up, but you can just start again. So
Okay.
it's fine. I'm just trying to figure out how this particular. I'm just going to open it up on my own Canva and see.
Okay.
See how they've figured this thing out. Okay, so the thing we're looking at when you double click that background,
yes,
it's the starry sky, and then all of these elements. So let's click, click on that element, delete it. Okay, click on the next element below that, delete it. Right. And then you can just go back, just double click off in the light gray area somewhere around the edges, and it should bring you home. Off to the side. Keep going. There, double click there. Okay. Now let's bring your artwork in. Just grab your artwork and drag it onto the page. And then size it up so that you just have the front cover.
Oh.
And you can just keep sizing away and moving until you're ready.
Whoops.
That's okay.
Let's see. Where am I?
And you see those little square tabs on the sides of your image, like little white squares.
These ones? Yeah.
So if you go to the one on the right-hand side and just drag it to the right, it'll continue expanding up.
So oops.
Just double click on the image. There it is. Yeah, grab that corner and move it up. There we go.
This doesn't.
So if you understand how it's working, what it's doing is it puts like a vessel down that it'll let you put a picture into and then fills it. So you can either size the image or you can size the thing that the image is in. That's what we just did. We resized the thing the image lives in.
Okay.
And then we can delete all of that type off the front because we're just going to be using your book cover, right?
You're right. So
if you want to delete that box, you just click on the blue edge.
On the blue
when you
edge.
get that cross, right? Click on right, and then you can delete the box.
Okay, now I still.
And click on teller. It says there's a word.
Oh, yeah.
Just click on the blue edge.
On the blue edge.
Yeah, just there we go. And then hit delete.
And then get rid of the box. I have to click on the blue edge.
Yes, that's correct. That's it.
Whoop.
No, that's okay. Just control, Option Z or Apple Command Z.
Command Z.
Yes.
Ah.
There you go. The other way to do that is you'll see there's two little looped arrows on the top left-hand side of your Canva screen. Yeah, so one is step forward and one is step back. So you can always undo the mistake.
Okay. So
and now we want to continue like moving that book around until we have it in the right place.
Okay. So
double click on that image on your book cover. And let's make sure that we've got the bounding box, the thing that it lives in the right place. So just grab the corners and make sure the corners go from corner to corner on the 8.5 by 11 page.
Is that where the 8.5 by 11 is? No.
No. So yeah. So if you double click, right now move those corners. You can sort of see the page right in the background. Grab the put it. Do you see the light gray to the left and a little bit up of that corner you were working with now? That's where your page is.
This one?
Yeah, that's where your
Oh.
page is, right? So we want to match that. It's yeah. So you see the round dot there?
Yeah.
That's your container size. So grab that corner, that round dot, and bring it up to that edge.
No. What am I doing wrong?
Just click off on the gray. There we go. Okay. You'll get the hang of it. After you've done this once or twice, you'll figure it out.
Okay,
So
now.
we don't need to size that. You just want to move the image over, right?
Okay, now tell me again where my actual, is it this white line up here? Is that my actual size?
That's your actual page. Yeah. So
That's
you just want to, yeah.
Okay, that's the actual page.
Mhm.
So all of this has nothing to do with what I'm doing over here.
No.
This is the
That's your back cover, which we don't really want. So
Okay,
yeah, we can
okay.
just leave that all.
Okay, so I need to get rid of something over here.
Mhm.
So I can move this.
So
No.
I would, yeah, I would
No.
line up, get your page lined up, and
Yeah.
then yeah, and then scroll across.
Scroll across.
Yeah, we want to go and get the left edge and bring it in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go and find that. And if you have to, you can drag your whole image over until you see that left edge.
Maybe I can do it this way. But if I do this.
Yeah, then you'll lose the thing you want.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. You were getting better there. Mm-hmm. Nice. And then grab the image and move it up a bit so it's at the top of the page. Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Getting there, Janet.
But I'm never going to be able to do this without your voice in the background telling me where to go and what to do. Okay, now the spine, that's okay as far as I'm concerned. That's okay where it is.
Okay.
But I've lost my name down the bottom.
Just scroll down. Let's see, because I think there's some page missing.
Oh.
Hold on. So yeah. Just undo that. So Command Z.
Command Z.
Yeah.
Command Z. Okay.
Okay. Now on the right-hand side of the page.
Yes.
Right off on the right, you've got that bar, right, to move up and down. Use that instead of dragging the picture around if you want to see what's going on at the top and the bottom of the page. So just move that bar up and down, and then you're not moving the image. Otherwise, you'll drive yourself crazy trying to place the image, and then you move it, and then you have to place it again. Yeah.
So I still need to move this up.
Yeah, let's just line that up.
Okay.
And then check the bottom. The bottom is almost lined up. So what you would do is grab the bottom edge of the image. You may have to double click on it. Oops. No.
Oops. Stay still. Okay, let me go up and make sure my top is where it should be. The top is up there, but I don't see.
Okay, click on the gray.
Click on the gray.
Now click once on the image. And then go down to the blue line at the bottom of the image.
Yeah.
And it should give you an option to drag it, but it doesn't. Click on, let's try this. Let's take a different approach. Do you see it, just above the book image, it says edit image, crop, flip, animate. Click on crop.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I also have words in here that belong in the
Yeah.
old graphic.
Just delete them. Just click on them and delete them. There we go.
Okay, so
That's good.
now crop.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, so drag, just just scroll all the way down. Okay, grab that bottom corner. Oops.
whoop, whoop,
Click on the image again. Crop, click crop.
crop.
Yeah, I know it sometimes does this. It's a little bit buggy because you're working in a web browser there. Okay, now bring that up to the bottom of the image where you want it cropped. Is it
Yeah.
not right?
Nope. Uh-uh. Doesn't want to do it. What do I-
Click on the image itself. See if we can't. Oh, you know what I'm thinking is that what it's trying to do is it's giving you the 8.5 by 11 crop area, and then it's asking you to move. So if you move that image, if you click on the image and drag it, that should move it around in the crop area. Yeah, there we go. So just pull it all the way down.
Whoops. Oh, come on, mouse.
Yeah, there we go.
Which way am I going, up or down?
Just make it so that the bottom of your image lines up with the bottom of your page. Right, and let's scroll up to the top and let's see where we're at with that. We're actually good. It's showing, right. So it's showing the whole cover, it's filling the page. Let's scroll down and see.
Mm-mm. I lost this. That's Marcia's publishing symbol.
Mm.
So
Double click on the image again. And just size it and move it. Your battery may be getting a bit squirrely on
yeah.
that.
Okay. So do I drag this down?
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to quickly take a look at mine. I'm going to drop a photo in here and see. Let's try this. So here's what I'm going to do. Can I share my screen quickly and show you?
Sure.
Okay. Share screen. There we go. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, so let's say I want to drag a picture onto this page. I've deleted. I'm actually going to undo this. So let's just undo everything. So here's the thing. If there's nothing on this page that I want to keep, right?
Yes.
What I can do is, you see how the mouse is off the page?
Yes.
I click and drag, so it
Yes.
selects everything,
Okay.
and I hit delete.
Okay.
So all I'm left with is a black background with a starry sky. And if I want to delete that, I can double click on it and delete that too.
Okay.
Now I want to bring an image onto the page, but it's a bit wide, right?
Yep.
So I can just grab those little dots on the side, size it up there, and then I could move that container around, right? Because it's that blue line is a container holding an image inside of it.
Yeah.
Or I could double click on it and then move the image while it was inside the container.
Uh-huh.
Right? And you'll see, like, I'm sizing this image up, and then I'm going to double click off on the side, and there you go. The container is still where I left it, but the image is bigger. So that's what we're trying to do here.
Okay.
And what I think we should do is start again. So again, I'll show you. We're going to grab the image from your uploads and you just click on it. It'll put it on the page, right? And once it's on the page, we're going to size the image up. just grabbing these corner dots so that it's the right size for the page. And then we're going to double click that, and we're just going to move it around inside the container.
Okay.
And then if we have to size it up, we'll size it up.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep. I'll try.
Give it a go.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. I'll stop sharing if I can figure out how. There we go.
So I need to get rid of what I've got.
I would suggest let's start again, just so we can get the practice in. Do you want to share your screen?
Oh, sure.
Mm.
Sure. Oh, come on, mouse, don't do this. Can you see it?
I can, thank you.
Oh, okay.
So just
So
click on your image. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got a page. Click on that once, just click. Should put it on the page. All things being equal, it will put it on the page. There we are. Okay, so now the first thing we're going to do is grab a corner and let's size it up so the top lines up with the top edge of the page. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. Whoops, too much. Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. There. Okay, cool. Now let's go to the bottom right-hand corner and let's size it so the bottom lines up with the page. We can scroll down a little bit with using the bar on the right-hand side so we can see the whole page. There we go. Okay. Now let's grab it. Grab the corner. Just click once on there. There we go. And just keep going until the bottom edge lines up. And you can go right off the screen. You can just keep dragging. There we go. And stop. That's it. Now double click on that. Right. Now we're into the book. So we know that we're sized for the page, right? The top and bottom edges are sized for the page. Now just drag the image across to the left.
Well, it doesn't want to go anyplace.
And just cancel.
Cancel, cancel.
Let's see what we're looking at here. And scroll up to the top so we can see. I think it might have moved. No,
Oh,
fine. We're still good. Okay. Let's double click again. Just try and figure out what's going on. So it should move to the left. You should be able to do that. Maybe it's in crop mode. It could be in crop mode.
cancel.
Cancel. I just want to see if you're in crop mode. Oopsie. Did it cancel? I don't think it did. So just let's move the image over to the left and have it line up with that white box. There we go. Okay. We're now sized for the page. So if you scroll down, you should be sized at the bottom. There we are. You filled the page. You've got her logo in. There was a quicker, better way to do it, right?
Yes, 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 yes. So when in doubt, delete it, clean it off.
Yep.
Move your graphic again.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing is to pull the little circles at the corners up to the top and the bottom, lower right-hand corner, so that it fits the page. Then I have to double click on it so that I can move it left and right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. And again, you'll play with this over time. And okay, I think we want to add another page, and I've yet to do it. So hold on, let me check and see. Go about doing that. So, okay, if you scroll to the top of the, oh, there we are. Add page. Add page. That's what we want to do.
Okay.
So this is going to be our back, right?
Okay.
So now My suggestion would be full screen this. So if you click on the little green button right at the top left of the screen we're working in, the window that we're working in. Do you see on your web browser window, there's a little green, yeah, okay, click on that. So we're now going to full screen, say enter full screen. It'll give us more space to work. There we go. Okay, so we want to create a background that's sort of the same as that the blue black that you have behind Peter Popper, right?
Yes.
So let's go to elements on the left-hand side of the screen. Just click on that square. It's going to drop a square in there. Just on the square itself, not the little dotted doodads.
On the square itself?
Yeah, just click on the square itself and it should drop one onto the page. There we go. And then just grab the square edges and just drag it to the page size.
What's the difference between these square ones and the round ones in the corners?
Well, the square ones they'll limit you to a vertical, horizontal direction, and the round ones in the corners will take you diagonally.
Okay.
I just find working with the squares is much easier.
Okay.
Now we want to choose a color. We could keep it this color, or you can click on the little block of color at the top of the screen next to animate. The top of the window next to the animate button. Here? On the left. On the left.
On the left.
There it is. If you click on that. Right. Now you can see the SDWEG brand kits at play here. So the first option it's giving you is that, but we can go and select different colors. So if you scroll through the colors there, if you keep going down, scrolling down, you can add another palette, or you can pick from default colors.
I kind of like this color.
Go for it. Just click on it. There you are.
Yeah,
done. Yep.
So if I look up,
yeah,
it's this color here.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Okay.
All right. So now you want to add some text, right?
Yes.
So let's add a headline and then body copy. So click on the text tab on the left-hand side of the screen. And you'll see add a heading, subheading, and body text. Now those draw directly off the preset fonts that we have for the SDWEG, but you don't have to keep those. So it'll put the text down in that font, but you can go and change the font to whatever you want. So let's click on add a heading and it'll drop one onto the page. There you are. And you can type in a heading. And then if you want to move that heading around, you see the little cross below? That'll move it around the page. And if you click and hold on that spinning icon, it'll allow you to turn and write at an angle.
Okay. Okay.
So now I just start typing. I think it's selected. Looks like it's selected.
Yeah. So
just double click to select the text because we want to type over it. And if you want to select all, hold down Command and press the A key. So A for all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then start typing.
That's all I need to put right now. Okay.
And then let's go to add body text on the left-hand column.
I'm lost without my mouse. I'm pathetic.
Are you using the trackpad?
Yes.
Oh, God.
I'm trying.
And again, Command A will select all.
Oh, yes. Okay.
There we are. And now you can just copy paste the story in there or whatever.
Okay. So I can actually, okay, if I want to put a block of information, for example, my contact information, then
you just add a subheading or body text or however you want to deal with it, and then copy paste your body text in there. And then once you're done with that, you can go up and select a font that sort of better matches the front of the book. So your J.R. Hafner is in a serif typeface, so you can just go up and match it, and it'll show you samples of the typeface as you work through them. And you can change the size by clicking the plus or minus. As long as, yeah, so you'll see it above the front cover. Do you click add page?
No, I click this little duplicate page.
Yeah. So you can just go Command Z and it'll undo it. Or
okay.
Yeah, and so let's just try and change the font. So click on add a subheading or whatever you want. Here on the page itself.
Oh,
but that's fine. That's fine.
okay.
And then go up to the above the page in the screen. It says Lato, Lato.
Yes.
Right. So if you pull that down, it should give us a whole set of fonts.
Whoops.
There we are.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So
Frances, Lato and Frances are the two fonts that the guild uses.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, and if you scroll down, if you just keep scrolling down the list, it'll bring you to like their standard fonts. There we go. So those are all their standard fonts available.
Oh wow! Oh,
so for yours, I would probably use a Bodoni.
Oh,
Bodoni. They're Bodoni.
Bodoni. Yeah.
It looked to me a bit of a Bodoni, but I don't know. And then you can just make it bigger or smaller by clicking on the plus or the minus next to the 18. So let's make it big and just try it out.
Oh, and it expands the box. Okay.
You can change the color by clicking on the A with the colors below it.
Sure. Okay.
And then bold, italic, center, or if you, so alignment, if you want to align left. You can
interesting.
Change it there.
Okay.
And then probably one of the things that I like to do is increase the line spacing. If I've got a big paragraph of text,
yes,
I don't like using a standard line spacing because it always feels a little cramped. So you'll see the lines with the arrow up and down in that.
Yes.
So if you click on that, it'll give you options to change your line spacing.
I have to put you over here. Line spacing. Okay.
Yeah. So I usually go to like 2. I like double line spacing. Just, maybe 1.8 if it looks a bit much. But that gives it sort of opens it up and gives them more air to the page.
Okay.
And that's it. Wow. And then if you're going to create like a social media post out of this, you can add effects, or you can add effects, or you can do like a drop shadow, or a key line around it.
So these are the this is style.
Those are the effects, yeah. So you can add a shadow, you can add a bit of a lift or an echo. I don't usually use these because it makes, in my opinion, like using too many effects tends to cheapen the thing you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, I like simple.
Yeah.
As clear, simple lines.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there you go. You've got a huge start now. So from this, you can just type in your text, move things around, have some fun with it. And just remember, no matter what happens, you can always undo it.
Yes.
With a Command Z or click the forward back arrow. Yeah.
Command Z.
And you're fine.
Okay. Now, how did I have to sign in to this in some way, or do I just go back and create an account?
I think you already have an account if you're.
Oh, I think I did. Okay.
Yeah. So you're now part of the team. You can come back in and work with us whenever you want. You should have no problem. It saves it automatically. So it'll show you on that blue line, it says all changes saved. what I would suggest now is the last thing I want to show you is we want to rename this, and when we want to get it into its own folder, so you know where to find it next time.
Yes.
So let's go back, just click on home. Click on all your designs. There it is. So we want to change, if you double click on mysterious astrology, future teller, blah, 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 the line of text. Whoops. Let's go back. Go click on home. Yeah, so you want to click on the, double click on the text. Go to all your designs.
Double click.
Just click on all your designs. And then the text that says mysterious astrology future tell, just there we go. It's now you can edit that. So let's name that what it is. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And then click anywhere off that and it should save it. There you are.
Uh-huh.
And then we can create folders. So click on all your folders.
Okay.
Create a new folder.
Where is that?
Right-hand side, down a little, there.
Yeah.
There it is. And let's create one for one sheets because you'll use that in the future.
Okay.
Create folder. Now let's go back to all your designs. It's a bit of a schlep, but it's okay. And now click on those three, the three dots. Move to folder. Click on one sheets and you're done. And then hit add to folder and you're done. There you go.
Design moved.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Oh my gosh. Outstanding, Leon. Thank you so much.
It's a schlep, but play around with it. And if you need to, create 100 designs until you get comfortable with the tools and, you know, it makes sense. After a while, their logic becomes clear. It's not instant, but after a while, it does become clear.
There's part of it that is kind of intuitive to me, but then part of it is not.
Yeah.
And I think I just have to play with it to get more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And I love Command Z.
It's very helpful.
Good one. That's a good one. What was I going to ask you? Okay, so to print something like this, I just take it to my local office Max, whatever it is, and tell them to print it in color.
Yeah, so I'll show you how to get it off your machine. So click on the Peter 1 sheet. Just click on the image. Okay, so we're going to go back into the file. And then you're going to click the download arrow. So it's the down arrow next to print flyers. And it'll output it as a PDF. And then when you click download, just make sure that you have all pages selected. And it's got crop marks and bleed shown.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, if you're printing this at an Office Max, they're just going to do it on a color laser printer, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to want crop marks and so on. The only time you would ever put crop marks and bleed on something is if you were printing on a press, on an offset press.
Okay.
Because the crop marks and the bleed marks are how they, I mean, that's how they line up the plates, but we're not going to be doing that. So I wouldn't output it for that.
Okay.
But there you go.
When I look at it right now, there are no crop marks and bleeds and all that business.
And when you select that, it'll allow you to set all of that up.
Okay. Okay.
But we're not going to do that. So PDF print suggested, and then you just click download. It'll ask you where you want to save it on your computer, and then you're done. And from there, you just email it on or put it on a thumb drive and take it with you.
Okay. So now I just need to get what I want on the back. And I guess I don't want too much wording. People won't read too much wording.
Yeah.
So it's a very brief synopsis.
Just make it nice and legible and you're good.
Yeah, yeah. That little blurb that I sent you, what did you think of that?
It was great.
It's all right?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Go for it. Use it.
And what,
hmm?
tell me again what I'm supposed to send Rick.
Oh, I already put up a blog post. It was in the, if you click on the link from the email that I sent out on Friday, we already have information about your book up.
Oh, great. Outstanding.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I used that little blurb that you sent me for the email itself, and then I used the Amazon link and I pulled the synopsis off Amazon and your information.
Oh,
So
great.
it's all done.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Wow. I haven't been near my computer because I've had my hands full. We
It's okay.
poured a new driveway and it's.
Oh boy. Yes.
And you know, to find people who are reliable and come back when they're supposed to come back.
And stop the neighbors' kids and dogs running through it.
Yes. Yes. So I've had my hands full, so I haven't done anything at my computer, but this is truly a godsend. So thank you very much, Leon. I really appreciate this.
It's a pleasure.
Outstanding.
Absolutely. Thank you, Janet.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, maybe if I become proficient, I'll be able to help you with something. I love the idea of being able to create something, you know. I don't know how artistic I am, but I mean, so much is done for you already. It's just incredible.
Yep.
The templates, you know, they're fabulous. And if you select a template and say I selected this template and I wanted to know what font this was, because I really like this font.
Just make sure you undo that quickly, because you've just replaced your Command Z. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's okay.
So I would need to open a new page.
Yeah, you would need to create a new document if you were going to use a different template. So you would go home, you would go to home, select a new template. What I would suggest to you, I mean, the only reason I used the template is because I wasn't sure whether you had a lot of art of your own, but you do. So where you're not really going to be using the elements of a template, because templates are great if you really don't know what you want regarding fonts and content, it sort of guides you. But we're deleting all of that stuff anyway, right?
Yeah.
So what you can do is if you click on, let's do this quickly. Go up to the top of the screen, click on Create a Design. Not the there, create a design, and then create a flyer. Click on flyer.
It's a different size.
Oh, that's okay. We can resize that.
Okay.
Click on resize on the left hand blue bar. Make that 8.5 by 11. So 8.5, 11, just to show you how flexible it is, right? And just hit resize, not copy and resize, but resize next to it. There we go. Otherwise, it's going to create a duplicate. You've just created exactly the same document we used for Peter Popper, because you didn't need all of that other junk. You just wanted a blank sheet, right? Well, that's it. You've created it. And now you can go to your uploads and grab all of your stuff and drop it onto the page without having to delete anything.
Okay, and to put color here,
just click on that background. I think you can actually do that right off the bat. Go click on the page, the white of the page, and click on color.
Color.
Yep, because we've created a blank slate. So click on that color, the color icon.
Oh.
And there you go. And if you select the color, it'll drop that color into the background. There you are. And we didn't have to go through all that rigmarole of deleting junk.
And then elements can give me shapes in here.
Correct.
And text, I add the text. And logos. Well,
that right now you've only got the guild stuff in there, but when in your own account, you can set up your own, like if you have your own pro account, you can upload all of your stuff into logos. So it would be your logo and your color choices and your fonts and all of that stuff would be in there.
Okay, I made a homepage, jrhafner.com. And so I have J.R. Hafner at the top of it with my picture. Is that considered a logo?
Not really.
No.
Although the way, if I remember correctly, the way you wrote the J.R. Hafner, I think it's a particular font. I'm just going to look. J.R. So what I would suggest is that typeface would be a logo type.
Okay.
The red, you know, with that particular serif font.
Yeah.
That would be a logo type. I would use your image within the page. So,
within the page.
Yeah, so certainly, like if you're writing, you're obviously going to want to drop your bio in on the back of your one sheet, right? So next to your bio, you would just drop your image in. And that you can just upload on its own, clicking the uploads button.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
Mucho.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you very, very much, Leon, for taking the time, especially when your back is bothering you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Took my mind off it.
Well, I hope it doesn't give you too much of a problem today.
Yeah, well, tomorrow, more importantly, because I've got to do a marketing meeting.
Oh, Lordy.
It's going to be, I'm going to be standing here like,
Oh.
Anyway.
Have you iced it, incidentally?
I haven't, but I've had a heating pad on, which helps.
Yeah. For me to move, sometimes I just have to ice the heck out of it.
Yeah. Maybe
Thank you, Leon.
Have a great day, Janet.
I owe you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Cheers. Let's see.